Good morning. Hey there, friends and foes. Welcome to Back of the Cereal Box. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pyka. You can call me Johnny. And this morning it is Back Issue Breakfast Club, and we are going to be reviewing Batman The Adventure Continues, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And we're going to do that right after this.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean, Elvis Presley, and he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
Hey there, friends and foes. Welcome back to the virtual rec room. This is Back of the Cereal Box, and I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pyka. You can call me Johnny. And Avengers comic books and Star Wars movies made me who I am today, along with Saturday morning cartoons and kaiju movies and kung fu and all of that. And we are called Back of the Cereal Box because I am of an age that we did not have smartphones or tablets at the breakfast table. We were reading the back of the cereal box. And this morning, I don't have a box to read. I've got the bagged waffle crunch by Malto Meal. And you guys, this has become my new favorite cereal. So good. So good. Now, we are a pop culture podcast that celebrates the fun of the Saturdays of our youth while navigating adulthood today. And for me, part of the whole Saturday experience was getting up early, watching cartoons, and then after the cartoons, sitting down with some comics or jumping on the bike, riding down to the convenience store and buying a big old stack of comics. And that's what this show is all about. We're going to introduce you to some new books that you might not be familiar with. And on this Sunday morning, oh, you don't know that. We'll cut that in post. On this morning, we are going to be reviewing real quick Batman, the animated series, The Adventures Continue, Season 1 and Season 2. I waited to do this review until I had both. Season 1 came out almost a year ago, and I've had it in my collection, and I've read through it, but I knew that it was a longer series. This only collects issues 1 through 8. And I knew there was more on the way and that there was going to be a volume 2, a season 2. And so I wanted to go ahead and do this together. So volumes or season 1 and season 2 continues the animated series from where it left off. Season 1, there's someone stalking the shadows to come after the Batman. And in this series, in this collection, we get introduced to the animated series version of Deathstroke the Terminator. Now, Terminator, Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. Now, if you were a fan of the animated series, this is written by Paul Dini, the creator of Batman the Animated Series. Now, the art is not Bruce Timm. However, Alan Burnett, who worked on the original animated series with Bruce Timm, is the artist. And so all of the art has the Batman animated series Art Deco stylism, that animated style, and it looks really great. And along the way, we get to see the expansion of the Bat family in the animated universe with Nightwing and Red Hood. And of course, your favorites, Robin and Batgirl, are along for the ride. And like I mentioned, we get introduced to Deathstroke, the Terminator. And this whole season 1 is kind of dedicated to the introduction of Deathstroke. And of course, the season 1 ends with us seeing the Red Hood. Gee, first day with my new tongue. And then season 2 picks up right where that left. And in season 2, we are introduced to more of the Batman ensemble, I guess, the Rogues Gallery with the Court of Owls, Talon, and Deadman. And it's by the same creative team, Paul Dini, Alan Burnett. We even see, and look, they go through the whole Rogues I don't know what's wrong with my tongue today. They go through the whole Rogues Gallery through the seasons. And look, if you want just a fantastic continuation of Batman, the animated series, if you want comics that are fun, fast-paced, and that bring you back to that Saturday morning adventure, then these 2 collected trade paperbacks are going to be for you. Batman, The Adventure Continues, Season 1 and Season 2. And you can get them both from our sponsor at tfaw.com, Things from Another World. Speaking of sponsors, let's recognize Comics for Kids.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Speaking of our partners, our theme song was recorded by the Murdering Crows. You can get their album, Four Bad Crows, at Amazon, Google, Apple Music, wherever you buy music. And of course, we need to thank our supporters, our super fans, Sharice Collins, Cindy Kep, Brian Huff, Dave Manginelli, Dave Mattingly, Crystal Raven Jones, Eli Cash, and you too can have your name in lights at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. Well, guys and gals, I hope you really enjoyed this episode of Back Issue Breakfast Club. If you did, continue to watch, continue to share, like, comment, and especially if you like this episode, consider becoming a contributor. Become a superstar fan supporter like Eli and Raven and Sharice and Dave and all of the others. You can do that at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. And if you hate our shows, contribute even more generously. Help us improve just for you. Once again, this has been the Prophet of Pop Culture, John Pyka, reviewing Batman, The Adventure Continues, Volume 1, Season 1, and Season 2. Lots of fun. Lots of Batman flavored goodness. If you love Batman, if you loved the Batman animated series on Saturday morning, you're going to love this. So go pick them up. The link to our affiliate sponsor is in the show notes. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box.